The ending to The Real Weather, Part 1 down below. My daughter was up at my house and I had no clue her mom was coming up till she was here. I would have drove her home if I knew that. My daughter said, "Sorry, Dad, I should have known better, but for her habits like this are hard to break for my daughter. Now that we have gone through this, the later will be taken. So, don't be hard on my daughter, was an innocent mistake, just hard to learn 180 for Daddy, but not for her." She stopped by and said, "Dad, I'm sorry, I forgot we talked before I left for Europe and didn't meant to make things worse. Next time, I will just tell Mom that I will drive, or get dropped off at her place. I forgot what happened on Father's Day. I love you, it won't happen again." She cried and we hugged each other. I told her, "It's okay and don't worry, I will send your mom an email so this doesn't happen again." I had to use some form of communication to let my STBXW she is not welcome at my house. So, thanks for recognizing this was a mistake. And no, I won't be responding back to my STBXW on this matter in the future. The email has addressed the above issue and that no more communication will be followed up on. Just a goof moment. But it's not my daughter's place to put my STBXW in her place. Enough said. My daughter just stopped by. Seems my STBXW conveyed that Mom said she understood and it won't happen again. Now, it's time for movie night. Oh, my daughter is 28 years old, but seriously, she seems to have regressed to a 17 to 18-year-old. At least around me. So, need to be strong for her and my boys. My STBXW spoke to my daughter. My daughter said, "I hurt your dad's feelings. He's not upset at you. I just need to give him his space." Weird, isn't it? I told your dad I needed space, but things have switched. I told my daughter thank you, but enough about Bob. Let's watch GOT Season 4 tonight. She fell asleep on the couch about an hour ago during episode 5. Going to let her just sleep. My boys, they are fine because they put on boundaries, orders and limited access. So, they are getting through this. It's my daughter that's having the hardest time. Before all of this, my STBXW and her were very close. So, my daughter is frazzled to say the least. She's in counseling, like her old man, but she's moving forward. Out of sight, out of mind, no texts, phone calls or emails. 31 days and counting. Question: there are 5 basic stages of divorce: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. I have no idea what's up with me today, but I woke up with a knot in my stomach. I don't want to really hang out with anyone or see anyone. I feel anxious for some reason and I don't know why. I thought I would get some sense of relief, but it seems today is just a bad day. Any advice on how to get through the bad days? When your emotions are all over the place. 25 days to go. I got good days and bad days, but the bad aren't half as bad as they are once were so. There's progress. No emails, no texts, no phone calls. She called twice, no reply from yours truly. Just call me Casper the Ghost. 17 days and counting. My STBXW texted me to ask, "How was your boating class? Give me a call and tell me all about it." Yay, I don't think so annoying. I got a list of crap that I am going to explode on her soon. This will be the day after our divorce is finalized and I am waiting and playing the nicely nice game till that date. I plan on raining a whole bunch of crap on her that day and she will be totally unprepared for it. You know why? Because I played the nice guy and I got the divorce deal I wanted. Yes, it took a toll on me, but now that I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, it's not that bad. I plan on going for a walk with her. She won't know this is coming, and when I feel we are halfway done with the walk, time to rain some crap on her. Here is my list, and it's going to feel so damn good. Oh yes, but whatever, I need to do this for my reasons. Call it closure. Okay, here goes. 1. You ruined a family based off a feeling. 2. You want to be treated with unconditional love, yet you give none in return. 3. You have damaged the image of marriage in regard to our children. 4. Our children view you as a vile, disgusting and not the trustworthy, transparent they knew. 5. You abused my trust in you. 6. You are a hypocrite. You say you are Christian, yet you are having an affair. 7. You say we raised the kids Christian-like, but they aren't treating you that way. 8. You ruined relationships with your mom and dad. 9. You lost your job due to others finding out you were prancing around with your OM. 10. You are weak, not the strong woman I fell in love with. 11. You are a liar. 12. You are deceitful. 13. The damage you put our kids through will take years to heal. 14. Get your crap out of storage. I took all your crap out of my house and put it in storage. Here's the damn key. 15. We cannot be friends. You are poison to me. 16. You feel good about yourself. I can sleep at night. How do you sleep? 17. I don't know how you live with yourself. How do you wake up and speak? I'm a good person. Really, I am. 18. This will be the last time I will voluntarily see each other. If by some miracles, say you fix your relationship with our kids, and we are at one of our future grandchild's event, do not approach me, do not hug me, do not start a conversation. Hell, do not look at me. Stay across the room, and consider me an unknown stranger, because that is certainly how I'm going to treat you. 19. No one understands, including me and your parents, how you think incest is okay. 20. Think of what you have done. What do you really think your kids think of you? 21. When you go back to your garbage apartment, then go downstairs to the bar. You will try to find comfort with other men, but they are going to treat you nothing more as a B, and as you get older, you will continue to spiral downhill. and only become more and more pathetic. You had everything and you threw it away. To be with your cousin, and even that piece of crap threw your well-used body away. 22. Since I will not even go to your funeral, and we know your downward spiral will result in you going first, goodbye forever. Update. Roughly 9 days till my divorce is final. Got mixed emotions about the whole deal, but I know my life will be better off going in this direction versus the other way. Like I said, I got the deal I wanted. Now I have my STBXW contacting me to pick up her remaining stuff. Hit this, I won't close any doors. You know me, when I end something, I end it, but with you I will not close the door on you. I want us to be friends, and I understand if that's asking too much, but it's how I feel. Oh, the joy of being lied to. I'm sorting of going to miss it. Not. This has nothing to do with me and only serves her self-serving psycho self. All the words are shallow and superficial. I believe she says these things to feel good about herself. Well, get out. Isn't happening. I don't know how someone could be a friend with their ex, especially after they cheated on you. It's like, oh, you crap on me and pissing in my mouth was all okay. Yay, I want a friend like you. Someone who lies, cheats, dishonest, disloyal. Yeah, those are the friends form. I cannot wait to look her dead in her eyes and say, no, we cannot be friends. I cannot nor I be friends with you. You need to take accountability for your actions. You just lost me. Would you want to be friends if you were in my shoes? No. So, don't ask me for something you wouldn't do yourself. Seen this and thought it was spot on. If you're okay with her after what she did to you, then presumably she can be okay with herself. Right? That would give you another fine reason not to be friends, if you needed one, since letting someone use you to dodge emotional consequences is a favor to neither of you. But you don't need it. Your convictions are more than enough. As the date gets closer, why the hell am I stressing out? Why am I twitchy? Even a little anxiety setting in. Seems I am bouncing from anger to acceptance, then depressed, back to happy as hell, then back to anger. What is up with me? No worries, I'm sure this will pass and I will get back to normal soon. Hopefully sooner than later. 8 months after discovery and here I sit. 9 days till my divorce is final. Well, one door shuts, another door opens. Just a few more days to go. As for the friend's answer, well, the answer is a simple no and walk away. More weirdness and BS. So, I went out with my daughter and one of my sons to teriyaki dinner. My daughter and son haven't seen each other in a while, so it was nice to see them catch up. While at dinner, their mom, my STBXW, calls my daughter. My daughter didn't answer. We were at dinner, so went to Vmail. Afterwards, we all parted ways having a great meal and good conversation. Proud of my daughter. Usually when my STBXW calls, it would change her mood completely. My son is hanging up at the house with me and my daughter went home to watch Big Brother. Yay, I'm hooked on that show. I guess my daughter called my STBXW back and expressed that we had dinner and my son was staying up at dad's house. So, weirdness incoming. My son gets a text from guess who? STBXW, saying she heard we went out to dinner and he was in town but didn't reach out to her. She told him she is feeling ignored. Now, my son was trying to handle this cool, but I noticed a slight change in mood. I asked, what's up, buddy? He told me his mom texted him and told him she's feeling ignored. I asked him how he felt and how is he doing with our divorce, and we talked for about an hour about it. I was proud of his response back to her, not mean, just factual. Well, after we talked, his good mood returned, watch a movie and just chilled the rest of the night. One thing I told him is this: do not give her the power to change what happens here via a text or phone call. I expressed that the text was IMHO, a guilt trip. He agreed. I told him about boundaries and borders he may need to put up. Not to be a B, but to protect his feelings, emotions, and I said that, look, I don't want to interfere with your relationship, but you have to look out for yourself. I know you love your mom, but right now, she's not in a good place. He understood and agreed. I told him it's up to you, whatever you do, and I will support you. It just pisses me off that with a phone call or a text she can change the kids' moods in an instant. Hopefully by identifying this behavior we can nip it in the bud. Now that we all know what to watch for. The crap I never thought about having to deal with when going through a divorce. Her insecurities are really showing. I got an email from our attorney, using one attorney, mine via work, with the following text. When you are ready though, I thought of a woman you might like to just go have fun with. Anyone ever get an email from an attorney like this? I am not there yet and have been living alone for the last 9 months. I started doing new things last month, even got my boating license and going out in September. I would have never done that while married. Next are a few more fun stuff to do. Don't laugh, but I'm going to cooking classes. I like to cook and to the casinos a few weekends from now, just to branch out. I totally see the benefits of living alone. I got an extra draw, it's called the dryer. And WTF do I need a hamper for when I got a washing machine? Single life definitely got its perks. Watch what I want when I want to, eat what I want when I want to, and the ultimate, I want to go out, when and where I want to go out to. This is bigger than I originally thought it was going to be. Been meeting up with old friends and making new friends along the way. It's been 9 months since D-Day, 3 months since I filed, and just a week or so till I get my certificate of divorce. So, I am moving onward. The funny thing about living alone and having some time to yourself, you have no choice but to look at the person you are. Take a real soul-searching look at who you. And you know what? I like who I am and how I handled this whole situation. September 5th was supposed to be my divorce day. The paperwork is finished and my STBXW has scheduled Friday to go in and sign. She has already reviewed and approved the final draft. Now, all that is needed is signatures, especially around the quick release form, notarized, for my house. The firm is in the court tomorrow, so I have decided to go in after she signs. Once this is completed, the paperwork gets submitted and I receive my certificate in 2 to 3 weeks. Tomorrow is going to be my release day for all the crap I say, but I am going to hold off until 9/14 Friday. I know I will be back to give more updates as that day approaches. However, I wanted to thank everyone here who has given their guidance. In the beginning I was a wreck, found out hope is a dangerous thing and learned a lot about myself in the process. Now, I am about to finish this part of the journey. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of sad. However, life goes on and so must we all. I'm a lot better off than where I was and where she is now. I don't hate her. I am just indifferent to her. It's weird, a woman I would have done anything for a few months ago is now sounding like Edith Bunker via phone, text, email. I just don't care anymore like I used to. Don't want to be around her. Update. All paperwork is signed, sealed and delivered. Now, per our attorney, I just have to wait 2 to 3 weeks and I should receive my certificate of divorce. I did it. It was a B. What? It's done. Man, life comes at you fast. LOL. So, the house is pretty empty. No pictures on my walls. No flowers around. The basic BS that makes a home a home. I yell, yep, echo. But it's my echo. Mind, I still cannot believe I got the house. I still cannot believe I got the agreement I wanted. Wow, it's mine. My money. I got it. Still in shock, but she agreed to all. Guess she wasn't kidding when she said she didn't want this to hurt. Well, at least she told the truth one time during this. But I'll take it. I am not going to lie, I am a little bummed out. I just finished up dinner with my daughter and came home to an empty house. I got my animals and stuff, but it's not the same. I'm looking at the calendar and thinking, this time last year she was having an affair and I had no clue. I have a closure meeting scheduled for this Sunday, Sept 16th. She expressed to me via email that she feels I deserve some answers, and you bet your ass I agreed. I got some answers for her too. For all those guys wishing and praying that their wives give them another chance or to reconcile when she cheated on you, I want you to ask yourself a few things that made my decision easier. 1. Can you really trust her again? Sure, maybe the next 6 to 9 months is a honeymoon phase, but what about in 5 to 7 years? You're outside mowing the lawn, she's on the phone, who is she talking to? You go to the store, she's at home, what is she doing? You go to bed early one night, she's out on the computer, who is she talking to? Forget about it. 2. Do you really want this? Cheated on you, nagging at you your entire life. I know I would probably think about it less as time went on, however I would still be thinking about it. 3. Do you really want to give another person so much power over you? Think about that one for a second, let it sink in. If you don't understand, you haven't recovered fully yet. If you have, then you do. 4. Is she really the one? Again, think about that for a second. Are you telling me there is not another woman on this planet better than her? 5. Were you emasculated during this process? Again, think about it. Can you put the dog's nuts back on him after you neutered him? Why give any women that ability to do that to you again? Look, I didn't want this. I didn't ask for this. And I sure as hell didn't deserve this. But life happens. Forget the hate. Forget the revenge. Forget all the negativity. My heart is bleeding right now, but it's bleeding for all the right reasons. Not the wrong ones. I bleed for the damage done to my children, family. Holidays will never be the same. I bleed for my in-laws who have been humiliated by her and very supportive to me. But most importantly, I bleed for myself. I know who I am. I know what type of guy I am. I know I like who I am. I know I can look myself in the mirror with pride and dignity. My actions prove that. Well, it's official, got my certificate of divorce and it's a done deal. Kind of mixed emotions, not for my ex, love not saying STBXW anymore, but for my family. Holidays will never be the same, however that doesn't mean they won't be better. It sucks that you have to go through some anniversaries around divorce. For ex, this time last year I thought my life was perfect. All was well with the world, never realizing my ex was banging her cousin during this time. The one trigger, anniversary, that is sort of nagging at me will be New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. You see, my discovery day was literally during the end of year countdown. While others were enjoying the countdown, I was looking at FB and realizing my ex had been lying to me and the family for the past 6 months. It was a messed up New Year's Eve day for me. When she got home from work, she worked night shift at the hospital and got home at 12. I didn't wait to gather any additional info. I captured everything via FB post, messages and put it in an email to her right before she got home. As soon as she got home, she asks what's the matter. I pointed directly at a garbage necklace her cousin made for her. Seriously, looked like a kindergarten project gone bad, and said, that's the problem. Go read your damn email. Less than 8 hours later, we talked until 4 a.m., then I kicked her ass right out of the house, told her to pack her crap and get out. I forwarded the email to my MIL and she took care of the rest. The entire family knew what happened before 11 a.m. on New Year's Day. I didn't hesitate to out her, and his ass was the most messed up New Year's Day ever. And 2018 kept on going downhill from there. I originally gave her 1 year to figure your crap out, but she kept the affair going, throwing it in my and our family's face, and I filed 6 months later. Would have filed earlier, but father-in-law had heart attack and had to hold off till he was settled down. That would have been in March. But now it's done. I still have a meeting with her in the future to talk about some things. This is for me, not her. She doesn't know it, but this meeting is for me to get some crap off my chest and closure. She thinks it's a closure meeting and wants to talk about our relationship for future events and talking to the kids. Yeah, right. I played this to a T, even when some of the board were saying don't play the pick-me dance, or don't ice your way back to this woman. I wasn't, nor was I playing the Plan B, safety net dance. I played it to win from a divorce perspective. And I won. Check it. I got the house, my money, and she kept her stuff. That's it. I agree, this was totally detrimental to me. Worst 9 months ever. I had to play the nice guy who was doing everything right, and she was the hoe that was doing everything wrong. My relations with my in-laws was awesome and still is. They are happy I got the settlement I got. I guess my ex told the truth about one thing per her. I didn't want this to hurt you. I hurt you enough. Well, I won. Now it's time to get some crap off my chest that I have been waiting to tell her. See list previously, and yes, I am going forward with it. I now have nothing to lose. I had to move fast because I didn't want her waking up till it was done. Well, the bad so sad. It's done. To all those out there that gave advice, thank you. A lot of you warned me that I was playing with fire by playing this way. However, you get to know a person after 20 years of marriage, and I played on her emotions. Her personal life is screwed, relations with her mom, dad is strained to say the least. Her relationships with the kids will take years if not decades to heal, while I am out enjoying life. Her professional career is screwed. She was an RN in the ED at a hospital for 15 years, won numerous awards, promoted to management. Well, she was lucky to get out of there without getting fired. People don't like cheaters, and some in the ED knew what she was doing and went after her. It's surprising to find out how many people get cheated on, but also how karma comes around. Ladies in the ED didn't like that. Some of them were cheated on in the past, and, well, they let her have it. She was lucky to get out of there before they fired her, because that's exactly what they were going to do. Now she's nursing, doing tummy tucks at a clinic. During one of my convos with my ex, she mentioned how the ED was poisonous. I kept my mouth shut, even though I had an idea what was going on, and just said that's crazy. Yep, what a nice guy, huh? I played this to my detriment. I wouldn't recommend it for all. You have to know the game and your enemy to win. I knew both, and won. However, the emotional and psychological scars hurt. But I am sitting back in my house watching a game and having a bud. True, and counseling. Family and friends will help me heal my wounds. To all those out there who are struggling to accept the advice from members of the board, may I just say, take it. Even though it's not what you want to hear, it's what you need to hear. I am so grateful to all on this board who helped me over this. My struggle is beginning. One chapter is closed, another is just now opening. It's scary and awesome at the same time. Sure, having 18 acres and in a 24,000 square feet home gets lonely, but the latter, and the crap I would have to deal with in regard to any reconciliation, would have been far worse. I guess some things you can't come back from. For my ex, this was one of them. Now all I am to her is shame. It's hard for her to see me, per my daughter, knowing all the crap she put me through. She says she loves me and wants me in her life, and can we be friends? You guys know the answer to that, right? Hell no. So, what's up next? Yes, I will be snorting lines off of woman and sleeping with some young chicks for a while. Then again, maybe not. But it's my life. Final update. Well, had the conversation just ended a few minutes ago. You are not going to believe this. She is still continuing with her affair with her the cousin. I said, good, wish you nothing but the best. So, she conveyed so that she loved me and was sorry all this happened. She just needs to follow her heart. Guess if he jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge, she is going right behind her. I expressed to her that I understand she needs to follow her heart, just didn't see that in our marriage vows. Her face, priceless, no response. We called each of the kids and told them our divorce was final, and if they had any questions, just let us know. I told her the kids wanted me to divorce you, so no sweat from me. She conveyed that she doesn't want to make this an issue between us. I am hoping we can work through this and remain best friends. Yeah, someone forgot to take their meds. I started to get a little pissed off at this point. I sat her down and said, I need to tell you something. Then, the list hit the fan. You are not invited to any gathering where I will be attendance. The kids will have to juggle the logistics. Not my circus, not my monkey. I am more pissed at this than I was when I started. I figured I would get the answers, and that would be that. Unfortunately, I had more questions, but when her cousin called in the middle of our convo, and she punted him to V-mail all my questions, we answered. For her comments, I never reached out to him. I knew he was on FB, but I never reached out. Even when my mom asked me to reach out to him while he was in the hospital, I knew this could go very wrong. And it did. For that I am truly sorry. Please forgive me. You are not worth it to me to hate you. I hate the things you have doing, but that's on you. As far as I am concerned, if you were on fire right now, I wouldn't piss on you. Sorry ladies, but this just came out. She said again, I am so sorry. Me, no reply. Just went inside and ended the convo. How do I feel now? I feel okay. Still a little pissed because of all the crap that was brought up. I told her to keep him far away from me or I will rick his bottom. So, was it worth it? Yes, it was for me and her. Right now, just numb, with a side of very pissed off. Still trying to get a handle on why I am so pissed. I should be happy, but something's nagging at me. I'll figure it out. Well, there you go, sports fans. It's over completely. Now, what's up with me? Well, I'm going to regroup, rebuild, and move forward. There are so many better women out there, and I have wasted enough time on her. I am just done with it all. Yes, I am going to move. I'll be selling the house in the spring of next year and moving out of state. She says is their goal to live under one roof. I was like, good. Let me know how that works for you. Not, just need to completely rebuild my life, so that's what I am going to do. Never looking back, only looking ahead. She even brought up the holidays. You are not invited. If the kids have to choose, then that's on you. Not me. I do not want to see you, be around you. You disgust me. I am done with you. So, no on the holidays. Can you believe she even asked? What the hell? She's a piece of crap and I want nothing to do with her. May she catch a STD from her cousin and may they both be miserable. Blame game is coming. But I won't be there. With holidays around the corner, not my problem anymore. I'll be celebrating them with my kids. All of them confirmed they will be at my house for the holidays. Comment, you know, I used to get bummed out about the family holidays will never be the same. And you know what? It's true. They are going to be damn better. Trust in that. I think I have already figured it out. To hate takes up too much energy and what's the point really? Any actions around vengeance are stupid and makes you look desperate and uncool. I am moving onward. Forgiveness is the key for me. I don't hate her, I just hate what she has done. And leave it at that. She is messed up. I think you would agree with that statement, and so that's where I hang my hat. She just lost it. Now is lost. And it's all on her. This meeting was for us to clear the air and get some stuff off our chests. The divorce is final. She doesn't want to challenge it. She understood this meeting would get heated and it did, but now it's time to bury it and be done with. Thank you. Yes, I did make out like a bandit. At least she was honest about one thing. I hurt you enough. I don't want this to hurt you too. That's when I knew it was time to hit while the iron was hot. She agreed to all terms and signed just like I did, and it was done. Appreciate your guidance and assistance. Challenge the divorce. Wouldn't be good for her. Trust me. And yes, it's best to just leave her. Leave the sleeping dog lie. Oh, one thing. Only one rage dump. That's it. I rage dump here in the past, but I played nicely nice guy, remember? So, now that I got that off my chest, I feel better and moving on with my life without her in it. It's a beautiful world. I have the scars to prove I wasn't a fake nice guy. I actually played the role. I didn't beg, I didn't mass call, limited texting, email, played the safety dance, but it was all real. Now, by me doing this, did I have ulterior motives? Well, yes. I knew if I played this true to myself and my beliefs, I was winning either way. Did I know that if I played it this way, family, friends, etc. go my way? Yes. Did it suck? I don't have to waste time rebuilding or fixing relationships with my fam. X does. I don't have to work on rebuilding relationships with our kids. X does. I don't have to waste time finding a new place to live. X does. So, I got a lot of time to rebuild and focus on myself. X doesn't. Half a year later, final update. Where to begin? Well, with the divorce final in September, the holidays came up real fast. After the divorce, I still had the good, bad days, but it wasn't the same. It wasn't as bad. The triggers came around the holidays, and thanks to guidance from people, gave me heads up on numerous times triggers would be present, and who encouraged me as time went on. They weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. For example, Halloween went off without a hitch for me. Can't say for my ex. Typical BS drama. I was at my daughter's classroom watching her class perform a Halloween pageant. It was awesome. Heard from each of the kids that day, and it just made my day all around. As October jetted by, November flew in and Thanksgiving was right around the corner. Now, New Year's. Why D-Day? Some of you may know, but I found out reading FB messages last year while watching the countdown. I remember listening to Countdown, and I am reading FB messages between my wife and her cousin. Or should I say OM? And that's when you know you are more than halfway through this madness. When you can look back and laugh at it. Well, I spent the night at the casino, and I am no meteorologist, but it was raining beautiful ladies on me all night long. I felt like a kid in a candy store. My charisma was high. My confidence was high because I didn't give a crap but have a great time. Now, the countdown, let's just say it was a beautiful night surrounded by friends and acquaintances that wanted to have a great time. And we did. It really was fun. It's 2019 and I am sitting here remembering all the crap I went through this time last year. Man, I remember feeling all that pain and heartache. I was in shock for like 2 weeks. I remember losing like 25 pounds in the month of January. Now, I am literally laugh as I write this. I had a great marriage that my ex decided to throw away. There are some things I miss and will remember with fondness. But I am laughing, guys. My ex-wife cheated on me. I found out this time last year and I am laughing while I write this. When I found out, I told her to get out that day and she did and never came back, and I am laughing at all of this. As time goes by, you get a perspective on things. If you utilize the time to improve yourself, you will gain what I feel is critical to moving forward. Self-worth. When you start to value your own self-worth, game, set, match, you win. At least it was that way for me. If you maintain your integrity, be honest and truthful with everyone. Be transparent. Let your actions speak for yourself. Be the rock for your kids and you will not only get benefits, you will be blessed beyond your dreams. My ex told me she didn't want kids anymore. She wanted to be footloose and felt tied down. She wanted to travel. Well, guess what? My ex doesn't have any kids to take care of. She has an old man. Literally, she's more tied down now than she has ever been. Travel don't make me laugh. He's a bum and she's the meal ticket. Not only that, while I am living life, she's busy repairing relationships with her sons. I'll be in Vegas. I gotta get out of jail free card paid for by my ex-wife, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, and most importantly, financially. This is all on her, and that's the win for me. Don't let fear stop you. Don't let fear leave you frozen and living in limbo. Don't let fear guide you. Take control of you. You can do it. You got this. Now, for me, what does the future have to offer? Well, I'm a little bit nervous. Not scared, but excited. What's around the corner? Who's that redhead? Man, I got to get to the Men's Warehouse. It's looking brighter and brighter each and every day. Have faith, guys. You will get through this. Remember who you were before you met your ex and the things you wanted to do. Remember, now start doing them. Start acting the way you used to. Remember, you got this. My comment. People need to understand that there is life after infidelity and divorce. I am so proud of you and your progress. Well, you know by now that your ex-W's life is going to be miserable, and she did it all to herself. While you may not feel good about that, I am sure that you do not feel bad. And, like many said, there are a host of women out that are looking for a healthy, confident man to be with. I hope you got the numbers of those girls so that when you are ready you can sample the field.